Okay, let's go.
Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of In the Passenger Seat, where we take you on a ride throughout the sports world, one interview at a time. And I tell you, it's been a busy week for me. I've had some friends in from out of town, which was awesome catching up. I've been to some baseball games, some softball games. I was even at some basketball workouts this weekend. So check out my Facebook page, and you can check out where the gentleman's been out on all my field trips. I do live interviews with the ball players, coaches. Check it out, man. In the Passenger Seat Facebook page. Uh, we got somebody with us today. We got a two-sport star uh, and a Northwestern commit, man. I seen this guy play football and basketball this year. He's a phenomenal athlete, and I can't wait to see him on his next journey. So let's welcome to the stage Jaden McDuffie.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Thank you for
All
having
right,
me.
Jay. Yes, sir. You're very welcome, son. Uh, you know, I like to jump right in and see what got my guest into being the type of sports guy they are. And I'd like to know a little bit more about you growing up. Tell me your childhood sports hero. Could you tell me who got you up?
I would definitely say, honestly, my mom, because she had me while she was playing D1 ball at UMBC. So her junior year, she had me. She was in the tournament. She was in the tournament while pregnant with me. Um, so I was born. I was just around her whole team her senior year, and just all those people have just kind of just been there my whole life. So it's just I grew up with a bunch of D1 athletes around me, and I feel like she kind of just installed just my attitude, how I take games, like keeping my head down, keeping me focused, locked in, because she's done it before. So I feel like that's definitely the person I've looked up to the most.
Oh my goodness. That's the first time I've heard that. And shout out to Moms McDuffie.
Yeah.
That is tough, boy. So tell me, can you tell us where she attended college at?
So she played high school ball at Patuxent. It's in Maryland, public school.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, and then she ended up going to UMBC on full scholarship.
Sweet.
Yeah, she played. She was I mean, her junior year was probably her best year. Highest career averages. I think she was averaging like 15, 16 a game. She won tournament MVP of their conference, MVP of their whole conference, and then they played UConn round one of of March Madness. So they got there. I mean, that was during their undefeated stint. So they got their butt kicked a little bit, but it was still a really cool experience.
Oh yeah. Gino and the Huskies have kicked a lot of butt in the last
Yeah,
30
yeah,
years.
definitely.
Well, that's cool. That's awesome. I have no idea. Um, so so your mom's got you into sports early, I assume. Can you remember
Mhm.
your first activity in sports you started playing?
I think my first ever like organized sport was basketball. I think I was like three. I was playing.
And was that down south, down in Solomon's
It was
area?
nah, it was not. It was in Baltimore. It was like an I-9 league, I-9 Sports, I think. Um, yeah, no, I think I was really young. I was like 3 or 4 years old.
Wow, I don't even recall hearing kids play that young when I was coaching basketball. But wow, well, of course, the younger kids all got the altered rims, 6 or 8 feet or so,
Yeah, yeah,
and a little bit no double dribbles and stuff.
yeah. You
Kids
get away.
running
You
with
get
the
away with it.
ball.
Yeah.
I, I saw some of that this weekend. I was out. Ken Island's getting a new AAU program over here, and it's called the Ken
Nice.
Island Ballers. And they were having some workouts yesterday, and I stopped by the gym to check that out. I'm just a sports rat, Jaden.
You can
I was
tell.
probably best. I was probably best at baseball,
Hmm.
but basketball was my jam because it's just a smooth flowing game. It's just
Yeah, it
there's
is.
no
Baseball's
boredom
more
to
slow pace.
basketball.
Hmm.
Yeah, Yeah, even football. I mean, you figure if you only play offense, you got to sit on the sideline for half the game.
Exactly.
So
Hmm.
basketball, though, if you're in the game, fling, 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 I used to love it.
Consistent. Yeah, exactly.
So, so basketball. I mean, did you? I know you're a basketball and a football athlete
Hmm.
currently, but
Yeah.
growing up, did you play baseball at all?
Yeah, it's actually my first travel sport that I played. My first sport I took serious was baseball. I was honestly pretty good. My youth team, we were like top five in the nation, or not nation, state. We were top five in the state ranked for a baseball team. We are really good. Nah, I think yeah, no, it was I played at Ripken Stadium. We went to Disney. We did all cool tournaments. I feel like baseball definitely gave me the most skills out of any sport I played. Honestly.
Yeah, well, I'm a firm believer in playing the seasonal sports.
Mhm,
Uh,
exactly.
the spring you play baseball, in the fall you play football, in the winter you play basketball.
Yep.
But there's a lot of athletes out here that work on one sport year round. I mean, I ain't got a
Mhm,
problem with it, but I think playing multiple sports, Jaden,
mhm,
can sharpen your tools in ways you don't know. Basketball can help you
exactly.
with footwork. Baseball can help you with hand-eye coordination, and
Hmm.
that's just the way it was when I grew up. Because shit, I'm older, and travel ball was just coming about when I got
Okay.
out of high school. If you wanted to be what was so called a travel team in my time, you had to make the All Star team, and then you might play three tournaments or so. So
Hmm.
it wasn't every weekend we were going away playing.
Yeah.
And it's baseball. They do the spring, and then they do the fall too. While y'all are
Yeah.
playing
But
football, they're
yeah,
playing.
baseball goes a long time too. I used to like go to football, basketball. There's one time there was football, basketball, and baseball at one time. All at
Yeah,
one time.
and
So that's how it
it
is.
gets tough because I know
Hmm.
sometimes when you got some good athletes as yourself, that they sometimes say, "Oh yeah, when you got time, come on over here and play with us." But I know
Yeah.
you play baseball, and that gets
Mhm.
to be stressful on the kid and the parent to be
Yeah,
able
you
to
can
have to
burn.
jump and
You can burn.
run on this.
Yeah.
So 2 seasons in one at one time, I just disagree with that. But so let's bring it up then. You went on and you were playing baseball. I mean, at one time, did you play all three sports in a year?
Yeah. My whole life, I
That was your
grew up playing
that
it.
was your norm.
Yeah, that was my norm. Ever since I was five or six, I think I played all of them. Yeah,
So
until eighth grade.
so no high school baseball for you.
No, I quit. I got burnt out from baseball. Like you're mentioning, like I couldn't do it no more. It was kind of just like it was too much. It was a lot. It was all year round. It was 3 4 hour practices, and then
That's
you had basketball and football.
that's what I
Kind of
wanted
got
to
burnt
say.
out
Do
from it.
you think travel burnt you out?
Yeah, I mean, for some kids, like if it was basketball, it was different. Like baseball, I didn't. Baseball was my least favorite. If I feel like it was basketball, like if basketball was the same way baseball was, where it was like 3 hour, 4 hour practices, and it was year round. I really wouldn't mind. Same with football, but it's like baseball. I just didn't like it enough to, be tired of my other sports or like going to high school, like
Hmm.
going all in on it. Because I feel like with me especially, like I'm just really I want to be good at everything I do. I feel like baseball, I kind of would have just been like half in, half out. I want to be all in for my team. And I just feel like I couldn't have done that with baseball.
Thank God. I like the way you said that, and I seen that in you preparing for the games that I attended. You weren't
Hmm.
goofing. You would make sure you made your cuts right and went out for the pass routes. It wasn't you weren't clowning. You were preparing to play a game
Yes,
properly,
sir.
and I really saw that in you. Uh,
Appreciate it.
so coming up through middle school and whatnot, did you play middle school sports for your middle school?
Actually wasn't a thing from middle school until this year for Anne Arundel County. So I was jealous because I mean I used to go to like Calvert County schools and they had middle
Hmm.
school sports and everywhere else has middle school sports and then Anne Arundel didn't and they just brought them in this year. So I'm excited for those kids, but I'm still a little bummed that I didn't get those.
Oh, okay. I didn't know Anne Arundel just started
Yeah,
offering that
yeah, they
because I
just
didn't
offered it
have it
this year.
neither. I didn't
Really?
have it either. They
It's,
cut it the year I came to. It
I
was
feel like it's
junior high back then.
okay.
Because back then we used to go to middle school,
Hmm.
seventh, eighth, ninth. There was no freshmen in high
Oh,
school
really?
when I was growing.
Okay.
And then when there was, they didn't allow freshmen to play varsity, regardless.
Really?
Yeah, and
That's
nowadays
crazy.
you see some of you kids out here so sharp, you make the varsity as freshmen. How
Hmm.
was it when you did come to South River? We're jumping ahead a little bit, but coming to South River, was that, I mean, have you been there 4 years, first of all?
No, I wasn't actually. I went to Archbishop Spalding my freshman year. A lot of my eighth grade football team went to private schools, and
Oh, that's
Spalding offered me
right.
the yeah,
You
Spalding
you
offered me the
played for Coach
opportunity.
Pratt.
Yeah, I did. So
Nice.
my eighth grade year going in, I was torn between the Mathis, Spalding, and South River, and I ended up choosing Spalding. Um, Went to Spalding, started off well, football and basketball wise, just wasn't. I liked it, but I feel like I was just missing some at South River, so I came back my sophomore year.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I people are going to get tired of me telling this story, but I wanted to go to South River back in my day.
Really?
My parents had a beach house in Edgewater, and I grew
Hmm.
up in Prince George County. So I
Okay.
was down there in the summer, and there was a baseball camp. So of course I wanted to go to it, and I met the coach at South River, in which his name was Ken Dunn. He's a
Okay.
legend
Yeah.
in that area.
Yeah.
I think the
Definitely.
stadium is named after
Maybe.
him.
Hmm.
And you know, so I'm like, Pop, what's up? Can I stay down here with Joey's mom and dad and stay with them and go to South River and play for Coach Dunn? And back in my time, it wasn't no FaceTime and ways to be in touch with your kid. You had to
Yeah.
call
Yeah.
them on the dialing joint.
Yeah.
So Pop's like, nah. But if it was nowadays, I think my
You
family
have
would
been
have let me
fine.
make that move. But I played a little high school ball and enjoyed it. But and I have a relationship with Coach Dunn today. So
Really. Can be
yes,
done.
sir.
Can be done.
I got one of his cards. He's got
Oh yeah.
business cards
Everybody
that
got a
say
card,
that.
man. Everybody got a card,
Oh,
man. It was in the back of my
oh,
phone for a long time.
get out, really? I hope Coach
It
is
was funny.
listening to this, man. So so tell me about your freshman year of sports. How was it entering high school and then deciding, hey, what am I going to play? And
Honestly, my freshman year did not go to plan. My plan was just I've never been the type of kid to be like overly confident in myself, which has never been a great trait of mine, but I've never been like, very confident. So
okay,
my eighth grade year, I thought I was pretty good football wise, and I was up with varsity for 707, like eighth grade going to ninth grade year for a long time. I was one of the last few freshmen to stay up, and then I played in a basketball tournament I shouldn't have played in, and I broke my arm.
gosh,
Sat me rest of the off season, so all the OTAs, all the 707. So then, since I wasn't working out with the JV kids, there was no JV or fresh off yet because it was just trying to pick out who they want. I didn't get to work out with none of them because I was with varsity, so they just bumped me down and told me to go watch. Coaches never really got to see what I was capable of. So then they were just season came, my arm was good, and they're like, they did the teams, and I was a freshman team, and I was just like, wow. It kind of hurt a little bit. It hurt a little bit. I was small. I was really small. I was 5'2", 5'3", 100 pounds. Ran a 5'3", 40. Like I wasn't very fast. I wasn't very like I wasn't athletic yet. I was good at my route running was great. I was good at like cutting, finding people's blind spots, stuff like that. But it hurt a little bit. It kind of like I was like basketball first more anyways. So I kind of was just like, all right, basketball season's gonna come. I'm gonna make JV. It's gonna be fine. So then football season ended. We were awful. It was a bad year, and then my freshman year basketball season came, and ended up making JV, which was like there was only about 4 or 5 freshmen that made JV. We were a very good JV team. Probably, I think we were like top 3 in the state JV wise. We were very good, like, but we played a lot of games. I came off the bench. I was six man, kind of, when you're six man, you kind of feel like you should be a starter, and then you outperform somebody you think you deserve, more play time, stuff like that. It was just an awkward spot for me, and I saw there was about 4 freshmen on varsity already, and I was kind of just like, I'm not gonna sit here and like, those are guys already. They're already starting on varsity. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to South River. Hopefully, I just get the opportunity because South River's really good at basketball. Coach Hall's building the program up. They had a really good team that year,
Mhm.
and they're trending upwards. So I was like, my friends go there, and I know we have a good AAU team. So I was like, I'm gonna transfer there and just play basketball. Yeah, so that's how my freshman year kind of went.
Okay. Well, let me click over here. We got a question. We got a comment coming in from Coach Tony Coverman over at St. Mary's.
Uh
Ken got it done. Come on now. Hey,
huh.
Coach Tony. Thanks for tuning in. You familiar with Coach Tony?
Yeah. His son was a dog. He played at Harwood.
Oh man, his son coming
That's,
on Wednesday. I got his
oh,
son
really?
live Wednesday, man. Please tune in,
Nice,
check him
nice,
out. Jake's got an
nice.
amazing story. Uh, all right, so that that didn't work the way you thought you wanted it to go,
No, not at
and
all.
then all right, so you're getting healthy and you're healing and you're going straight in for sophomore year now.
Hmm. Yeah. So,
And tell me a
yeah.
little bit about that.
So my sophomore year, I stayed at Spalding, not from the school year, but like for some of the summer. I knew I was gonna transfer, but then I just, I went to football workouts because like I'm not gonna do nothing, and I ended up performing very, very well. Like I was starting as a sophomore for football for 707. I got a little bit big. I grew a lot. Like during my middle of my sophomore or freshman sophomore year, I grew like 6 inches. So I went from like 5'3" to 5'9", gained good amount of weight, gained some muscle, got a little faster. Still slow, but I was starting. I was playing well, and that's what made it hard to transfer. But I ended up still transferring. Then I went to South River. I was just gonna play basketball, and then my coach got that job. Was the coach, the varsity coach for football. My old youth coach ended up being the varsity like office coordinator. So he's like, "Come on, you gotta play. You gotta play." So I ended up playing. Um, that whole season was like a joke. I'm not even gonna lie. Like it was like the seniors, the senior. I love those guys, but it was just like they didn't really care about it. Like winning wasn't really like wasn't the main thing for them. They're just going to have fun. So it's kind of just like, I was on that team. I made second team all county as a sophomore. I gave up 0 touchdowns, 1 completion, got a couple tackles, couple interceptions, but I didn't really take it serious. I was still small. It was fun. And then basketball season came around. Um, we won the first county championship ever that year. I think it was 19 wins. We were led by James Camado, which he was the player of the year, and then
Mm-hmm.
Liam Barney. He was second team all county, and then I was honorable mention. I had a good year. I was probably the best sophomore in the county that year. Then I ended up getting ranked on a couple sites. I was on Prep Hoops. I think I was ranked like 22nd in my class, third in my position.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was like, all right, I'm gonna really tune in basketball wise sophomore year, and that's when I like completely quit football. After football season ended my sophomore year, I completely quit and kind of put all my eggs in one basket and kind of just started training for junior year basketball season.
Is that right? So you were
Yep.
playing under Coach Schmidt there when you were talking about that, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he's a great coach too, and
Great coach.
congratulations to Coach Schmidt on getting the University of Maryland tight ends coach.
Yes, sir.
I
Yeah.
tell you,
Great coach. Legendary.
amen. And if Coach Loxley over there in College Park don't get stuff straight, man, Coach Schmidt might be leapfrogging some cats. And I'd love to see Coach Schmidt as a head coach at University of Maryland. I really would.
A lot of people like Schmidt, so I mean, he has a lot of
I
players there
know.
too.
Yeah. So all right, that sounded like things started to get on the up and up, but you wanted to just go straight basketball at this point in
Yes,
your
sir.
time.
Yep. Hmm.
What?
Yeah.
So here we are now. This here's the teetering point of when you're saying, "Am I going back to Spalding?" Or how did it end up being a choice between Spalding and South River, or whatever school else might have been in the mix?
Oh, for like basketball. After my sophomore year, some schools did reach out. Spalding didn't. I mean, I'm friends with everybody there, but like people did tell me to come back, so like that. Just I knew that was gonna happen. But like basketball wise, I was like, okay, if I want to take this serious, like I see all these kids. Like public school is really hard to like make it out of. Basketball wise, so I was thinking like some schools. I have some people were hitting me up about certain schools, but I just want to stay for Coach Hall because he's giving me everything. So I deserve he deserves everything I had. So I just I stayed with Coach Hall, and then I mean we got ready for my junior season. I was at his house working every single day. He has a nice little setup. He has a nice court. So I was just out on this machine every day all summer.
Wow. That's nice. Coach got him
Hmm.
set up like that at his crib, man.
Yeah, he did during COVID, so everybody would have somewhere to go and hoop.
Hmm. Yeah, that COVID, I know that was crazy on you guys, but
Yeah,
COVID, were you still in middle school in COVID?
I was in sixth grade.
Yeah, yeah, because my daughter was a freshman during COVID, and it was miserable. I can't imagine what you kids went through staring at screens doing teleschool or with how virtual
Yeah,
school.
it was ridiculous, man. It was I did hybrid as soon as it came up. As soon as you could go back to school, I did.
Yeah, well, a lot of people's parents were, more concerned and more cautious, and which they got the right to be, but
Hmm.
it was nuts. And
It
I tell
was.
you, freshman year is hard enough already, let alone,
Yeah,
and
now you're
then you go
behind
back
screen.
sophomore year, and then when you go into sophomore year, a lot of these kids got bad grades because they just couldn't get
Hmm.
into it. My
No,
daughter
not
was
at all.
an honor roll student, and she ended up 1.3
Really.
GPA, and her
It
friends were.
sticks. It sticks.
Yeah. Well, you know what the colleges did, in which my daughter was scared because she was trying to get into a pretty high academic school. They ended up eliminating the GPAs for freshman year, a part of their transcripts.
Oh, really?
So it didn't punish them, because I thought it would have been unfair to do that.
Yeah, because it's
Uh,
not really. You weren't really in school.
yeah, no, I never thought, I'm much older, but I never thought there'd be a time in my life when I would be told to stay in my house and you got to wear masks. It's like we were looking like the bad guys with
I know
masks on.
it was crazy. It was actually crazy.
Well, I'm so glad all you guys made it. I mean, some folks had more of a difficult time than other kids did, but
Hmm.
I tell you, I you get out and talk about it is the way I feel. If any of you young folks got something on your mind, don't hold it in, man. That
Yeah,
stuff will eat you up.
for
And you got
sure.
so many other things to worry about: schoolwork, practice, family time,
Definitely.
friends time, and that people don't realize how hard that is for an athlete to kind of deal that out equally.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard.
Sometimes sports takes over.
It does. It does. And sometimes you get home from a late practice and it's just like you just want to sleep. You're tired. You have take a shower. Got to eat still, and then it's like 12 o'clock already. You got a homework assignment due in the morning. It's just like, do you go to sleep or do you do homework? It's kind of just a lot of pickles every day. Pickle. You're in a pickle every
Well,
time.
I know you a strong young man, and I can tell you what I'm getting ready to say. It ain't gonna get any easier at the next level,
Oh
bro.
no,
You're gonna
absolutely.
be you're gonna be busier. There's several young athletes from my area that have gone through, say, freshman year or so, and then go to club sports and not play for the college because of you got morning practice, lunchtime lift, evening practice, studies, girlfriend, sleep. Wake
Meetings,
up,
and you got
yeah,
meetings in between. You got weight
film.
to maintain. Yeah, it's crazy.
There's a lot, but I tell you,
Mhm.
man, and I'm not sure if everybody here knows, but Jaden has committed to Northwestern. He's going to be playing Big Ten football, everybody, and I'm so happy and proud of you for for accomplishing this, Jaden. That's a very big step. And what is
Thank
it? What is it you're looking forward to when you step on campus?
Honestly, just learning from the guys that've been there for that's seen everything. You're playing in the Big Ten. It's just like you're playing a lot of guys that are very good, but also very experienced. So it's just like just not even just on the field. I'm talking about classroom, social, like how like I just want to learn. My main thing is when I get there, just to be a sponge and just soak everything up that I can because I don't have any of the knowledge that they got. I have some older guys in the wide receiver room. I'll definitely look after. My coach played at the D1 level, also played in the NFL, so he'll be my mentor. And I can't wait to get down there. And just really, that's my family now. When when you commit to a
Amen.
school, it's not 4 years, it's not a 5 year commitment. It's a lifelong commitment. And with Northwestern, I feel like that was the best lifelong commitment for me. The school offers, crazy connections. It's a top seven academic university in the world. I believe it was just ranked. Um, it's not too close to Chicago, but it's also not too far from Chicago. It's you're around Lake Michigan. It's just there's so many things I could say. It's just the list goes on. It's very exciting to get down there.
Yes, sir. That sounds great. Got another couple comments here. Let me get into these comments. Coach Tony comes back. Man, I wanted him for TTO and TKO.
Team takeover.
Team Takeover. That's right, Tony. Sorry, buddy. I wanted him for Team Takeover. Coach Hall wasn't trying to lose him. Wouldn't let me come over. Said he's playing football. LOL. I don't blame him. This kid Duffy can play both sports. A true dog.
I appreciate that,
That's
Coach Tony.
that's
Appreciate
great,
that.
Tony. That's great. This here is my co-host on Sunday night. This here is Jamie Myrick, and she says, "Got to see you play St. Charles. His cousin's the head coach, but you were very impressive. My son, who will be starting high school in the fall, started following you and your journey. You're an inspiration to these young kids."
I appreciate that a lot. That means a lot. Honestly, that really does mean a lot. I appreciate that.
That's awesome. And now Jamie speaks real. I mean, her picture might look like she wild, but Jamie speaks real. Uh, yeah, I love the comments. Keep bringing them in, y'all. We got one heck of a kid here, Jaden. So of course, you got to be patient up
Hmm.
there. And it sounds like you're gonna be a sponge and just absorb everything because that's basically I'm pretty sure what your freshman year is gonna be like is you
Hmm.
just got to absorb and learn everywhere. Keep your head on a swivel,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
keep your and here's I hate to sound rude, but and keep your mouth shut.
Hmm.
You get so many kids that
Oh
are
yeah.
doing this when they're
Mm,
supposed to be doing this.
exactly. Exactly.
So,
I agree. 100%.
how, how many? What did you do one visit up there? Or how many times you been up there?
I've been up there 2 times. I've been up there 2 times. I went up
Tell
there for
me
the
about.
Purdue game this year. And then I won my OV back in I think it was July, June, July.
So
Um,
when you went to see the Purdue game, you were a guest of the university, or did you just go on your own?
I was a guest. I was a
Okay, that
guest.
sounds sweet.
Yeah,
So
it was a good game.
what do you like about what did you find around campus area or even off campus in the area of Northwestern University that you seem to like or you think might be hanging out there or might be a spot?
Um,
Anything like that?
Lake Michigan, our indoor practice facility, right? If you look it up online, it's the practice facility, everything, the building, and there's huge windows, right? While you're practicing, like the whole window, all you can see is Lake Michigan. It's sick. It's right on the beach. I mean, it would motivate me at practice. I mean, it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful site. I mean,
Wow.
the campus is beautiful. It's not one of those schools where it's like a crazy amount of people where it's like I got 130 kids in my class and the teacher doesn't even know my name. It's kind of just like, there's a good amount of kids, of course, but it's like right in the middle. And it's kind of what I wanted. I didn't want a school with like, I didn't want like a small school, like a high school, but I also didn't want a large school like some of these other universities. So it was I think it's about 10,000 kids. So it's nice and meet some new people. But yeah, no, Lake Michigan is definitely my favorite part. I mean, it's a wow. You got to see it in person. It's ridiculous.
It is. It is. The Great Lakes, all of them are amazing.
Yes.
And then you got one just right off Lake Champlain. That's another big one that's
Hmm.
really amazing. Or is that a part of the Great Lakes? I don't know. My
I,
geography ain't
I don't
close.
know either. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's not get into that.
Yeah, nah. I'm just
All
sports
right,
right now. I
Jim.
can't. I can't do that.
I hear you. All right. We got to take a few minutes, a few seconds. I got to pay some bills. So we'll be right back after this break.
All right.
All right. Thank you and welcome back. Sitting here with two sport athlete Jaden McDuffie out of South River High School in Edgewater, Maryland. He will be attending Northwestern University this fall. And let's get into your game. Your sports. Basketball. I believe you play what the four or is it the three?
I just say
Y'all
combo
don't really
guard.
have numbers. Yeah, y'all don't really have numbers no more.
Yeah, I just say combo
Everybody's a
guard.
point guard. Yeah.
Exactly.
He's a slasher. He can pull the three. Tell me your favorite part of your game. What do you like doing the most? Basketball side.
I would definitely say like me being able to guard like a 4 or 5, and then being able to bring the ball up straight cool. Like, I'm getting the rebound, but then I'm pushing in transition. There's no really like I don't gotta stop for anybody. And sometimes I get matchups I like a lot because I'm guarding the bigger guy, and they're like, all right, that's my matchup, and then I get an easy blow by to the lane because he's not quick enough, right? So it's just like being able to be versatile and just picking my matchups. My favorite part.
Okay, I like that. I like that. So, how do you feel? What area has Coach Hall pushed you in the most this senior season? In what direction has he, pushed you to improve your game this senior season?
The biggest thing for me was finishing at the basket without fading. I did a
Mm,
lot of that, lots of up and unders, just stuff I didn't need. So he would just at practice, he would just make me go up every time, even if I would be a nice finish. He'd be like, just go straight up. You need to do all that. Just go straight up. Go straight
right.
up. He kind of installed it to me, and then as the season went on, I just stopped fading. It was just kind of just straight to the rim, straight to the rim, trying to dunk it every time.
That's it. That's it. Flush it. Keep the ball up
Yes, sir.
high. Don't bring it down. Yes, sir. Um, so let's shift to the football side of your game. What do you think is the strongest part of your football game?
I would definitely say my length and my twitch. Like I'm really good at like tracking the ball and just kind of putting the defender in the right spot and just using my athleticism. Like even if the defender's on my hip, I know like there's no way he can get to this ball. I know when to turn my eyes, when to flip my hips, turn my body, and just use what God gave me,
Mm.
which is long arms and good ability. So I mean, I think I'm pretty good at just making those. They call it 50-50 balls. I like calling them 70-30 balls. I feel like I have a good shot coming down with them.
You sound like the kind of wide receiver I'm ready to hit, boy. Yeah, that's it. People don't realize your route running and your body positioning can make it that much harder for the receiver and that much easier for
Mm.
you and your quarterback. I tell
Yeah.
you, the back shoulder is one of my favorite throws. And
Oh yeah.
back when I played, we didn't throw that much. It was time and more time and patterns, not back shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
But what are you, 6'3"?
6'4".
Are you 6'4"? That's a great
I
size
grew an
for.
inch over the basketball season.
Well, yeah, it's funny. You were telling me about seventh or eighth grade. You said you were like 5'4".
Five. I was 5'2" going into my
5'4".
freshman year.
Wow, you sprouted like a dang green
I
bean.
did. I had to wait. I was patient, man. My parents were tall, so I knew it was coming. I just had to wait.
Oh, okay. So what is coach? What do you think coach prepared you for this senior season? What was his main focus of? Let me get Jaden better at this.
Um, Honestly, just my thing was, it wasn't like I don't know how to kind of explain. It was like a personal thing. It wasn't like it was kind of just the mental side of it. Overthinking. Just being a leader all the time, just not being scared to say something to anybody. Just putting my word in there, just leading the team. Honestly, just kind of, he's like he always talks to me, Jamie, and Jonah. Like he does a everybody gets to talk during the tryout day, and me, Jamie, and Jonah go in last with each other, all of us, and we kind of all get the same talk. It was just like this is it. Like last year, you had a year to fall back on. This year, you have nothing. Like this is it. Like this is all y'all got together. You gotta make the most of it. Like we have so much talent on this team. It's just we have what it takes to get there. Y'all gotta stay focused so everybody else stays focused. Because kind of said like the way practice flows is kind of based on us, how we're feeling, how the energy is, stuff like that.
Well, coming up playing AAU and going to, playing 7-on-7s and other types of football programs with all your classmates now, senior year, Your last basketball game's behind you. Your last football game's behind you. It's got to be quite emotional on you and some of your boys.
Hmm. Yeah, I
So,
agree.
I mean,
It's been a ride. I mean, football ended emotionally. Basketball didn't. Really wasn't like that. It was kind of just like we did it. It
y'all,
was just like
y'all were
it was
numb
just
then. Yeah.
it was weird. Yeah, it was just like there's nothing left. Like there's nothing left to achieve. Like it was kind of just like unless you want us to go play like at Geico Nationals and get beat by 100, but play Montverde or something. But just felt like there's nothing left. It was just like we got our goal. It was just like it felt so relieving just to end like that and just have no regrets.
Well, the way your basketball schedule is set up this year, I'm surprised you didn't play Mount Verde or St.
Oh,
Francis.
I
Jeez,
know, bro.
please.
We played Paul the Sixth last year in summer league, and that was former number one team in the country back to back years. It was crazy. That game was ridiculous.
Oh yeah, you're seeing guys that you're seeing playing on Saturdays in the college ranks over there.
Oh yeah, no,
Paul
yeah. We
six.
played, yeah, George Smith, best player in the country. Yeah, I mean, we played. It was going into my junior year, so I was like in football mode because it was during football season. Hadn't really touched basketball, and I'm playing against Paul the Sixth on a random Saturday and Sunday. And I won jump ball. I won jump ball. We went up 2-0.
Did you
And then
really?
the first quarter, yeah, and the first quarter was about 11-9. Jordan Smith was all of them were a little pissed. They're like, "There's no way the game should be close." And then it was probably like 30-11 in like 2 minutes. And it was just after that, it just kind of got. And they had this one kid on their team that just transferred to Montverde like the week after, who was their best player, one of their best players. It was just like team was stacked. Team was ridiculous.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, I seen that this year from the schedule I seen on Max Preps and some of the games I attended. Coach Hall did not shy away. You played several out-of-state tournaments. I want to say you
Mhm.
went down to Tennessee. Did you go
Yep.
to
Yeah,
the
we went
Rocky
to
Mountain
Tennessee.
tournament?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, went down there. I mean, at first you had like four losses, and all of them were against out-of-state powerhouses.
Yeah.
And then I see the Meade game on the schedule, in which Coach Glick has a phenomenal team over there with Keon
Hmm.
Scott. Uh, how do you and Keon, did y'all get many matchups against each
Um,
other when y'all played that game? I can't remember.
Not really. We played more of I think we played more of like this 2-3 zone kind of and they didn't really
Was
play. They had this one this really aggressive. That's what they usually do with me. They put this really aggressive guy on me, kind of just face guard me the whole game and just get in my face a little bit.
right.
It was a good plan. It worked. So kudos to Coach Glick. And then
You
I mean we
admit it.
played them. We Yeah, nah, they were a really good team. I wish the two games I wish we had back for Survey Park and me. Those games we couldn't figure out what to do with this defense. Both of them kind of ran a similar thing. It was kind of like I would get face guarded, and then Jonah and Jamie would just get ran off the 3-point line, and they
Right.
kind of just every time I would drive because I had one on one, I would drive. Whoever wasn't on Jamie and Jonah would just run to the paint, and then we kind of had no other. And then our other guys just weren't on that night, and that's kind of what they lived by. And then that kind of just set it off.
Well, you know, sitting here thinking about, I'm going to be throwing it in reverse a little bit because we were talking about Spalding a little bit ago, but I was just
Hmm.
sitting here thinking about the Spalding lineup after I named some of Coach Glick's kids. But damn, I couldn't imagine you at Spalding this year over there with Braxton and Nash, man. Y'all would have won everything.
Oh yeah, nah, that would have been great. That would have been That team's they have a lot of good kids down there too. Colt
They
Bussey, all
do.
my teammates,
Yup.
Mo Lonergan, Cam. I think he's one of the best point guards in the country. He just had some foot injuries and stuff like that, but he's no, he's
Right.
phenomenal. He's
Right.
next level, and you can tell by just watching him like he's next level.
Yeah, Cam had a hell of a game against St. Francis. He was he
Yeah,
was
no,
he was holding it
he
down.
can he's definition of like a true point guard.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. But he can score if you need him to.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, definitely,
he's decent.
definitely.
Uh, got another comment from Jamie Myrick here, my co-host. Did you ever play both sides of the ball in high school?
Um, yeah, I did my whole high school career.
You know,
This year was my best
back,
year on both
cornerback.
sides. Yeah, I played corner and wide receiver.
Okay, I thought you might have just
Corner
been
and
a
wide
wide
receiver.
receiver. Okay, and like I say, you got some nice stats that your coach sent me. Uh, well, we got Rivals top 300 commit. Uh, Anne Arundel County Player of the Year, and he believes. Oh, that's basketball. My fault. Anne Arundel County Player of the Year in football. 1,300 receiving yards, 2,600 all. I'm sorry, 2,100 all-purpose yards, 21 TDs. Ooh, I don't know. I think this says 20 straight games with a TD and 5 interceptions.
Yep.
Is that your senior year?
Yeah,
That's
it was
nice.
20 consecutive was my junior and my senior year like combined.
Oh yeah, got you. And then on the basketball side, of course, I said earlier, Maryland 3A state championship, first in school history.
Hmm.
Uh, Baltimore Sun all met first team. Capital Gazette team first team all county. Anne Arundel County coaches first team. That's one I would take farther than any of them, man. Because when you get selected by a group of peers or
Hmm.
opposing coaches, that's the highest tip you can get
Yeah,
there,
respect
bro.
level, definitely.
Instead of some newspaper. I mean, hey, love newspaper for showing love, but when you get recognized by your peers or somebody that's in your field there, that's just tremendous. He got an all Met honorable mention, and that's a big deal. People don't realize. I mean, the all Met. I mean, honorable mention means you're one of the top like 30. That's
Hmm.
still pretty slamming in the state.
Definitely.
Um, I can't see all of. It looks like it says 18.5 a game, almost 9 rebounds, almost 5 assists, and I want to say you got damn near 5 steals a game.
Hmm.
Those are some nice stats there too. And I seen you a little bit more on the basketball court because it's a smaller area and I can really zone in on your game versus football. I had,
Hmm. Yeah,
but
football.
that's a hell of a senior year there, and
Thank you.
congratulations on all the recognition you got. First of all,
I
that all
appreciate it a
Met
lot.
first team, Jaden. I think you deserved it all. Let's go to your number. You like number 22, and the big guy
Yes.
here. I started wearing 22 probably around 17 years old, and I wore it
Really?
all the way on. And what is there anything special that goes into why you wear that number?
Yeah. So I only wear it for basketball. Yes, my mom's whole family wore 22. So like I think my grandpa did, but then like all my uncles, all my aunt did, and then my mom did, of course, and kind of just to my mom's number in college, everybody wore it, so I had to continue the family tradition. So my brothers were 22, everybody in our family was 22.
Okay. I got it on accident, man. I was wearing number 14, and then went to a new team.
Hmm.
I wasn't. I hardly even knew anybody. It was me and my boy, and they gave him 33 and gave me 22. I'm like, I thought we was playing baseball. It's running back numbers and stuff, right? I used to make fun of it. And then they started calling me Deuces, and then they started calling me Deuce Deuce, and I'm like, oh, I like that.
Yeah, it's kind of smooth. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah, I like it. It sticks well.
Yeah, it's got a nice ring to it, man.
Hmm.
Uh, so let's get off of sports a little bit. Do you have a pregame snack or meal or drink, something you like
Um,
to get into before you play?
the only thing I did this year basketball wise was there's like these electrolytes I would have. We have like pregame like Chick-fil-A stuff like that. But my
Mm-hmm.
big thing is like I like honey buns before football games. I like a honey bun. Yeah, that's really my main thing. Like I used to not eat before games, but like if I was gonna eat anything, it's a honey bun. Like I really like honey bun. That's just my main thing. Honey bun with some water, and I'm good.
I like honey buns. But do you see that new honey bun they started making? It's like a honey bun Boston cream.
I did. Boston cream is my favorite donut too, so I might have to
I
get one
like
of him.
that, but I don't like the honey. I don't. I like the Boston
That
cream donut, and
I
it's
like
my
them separate.
favorite.
I like them separate.
True.
I
Me
can't.
too.
I
Me
don't know about the combination. I don't know about that. But you have to
nah.
see. You gotta see how
Yeah.
that is. But I don't know about that.
You give me a Boston cream and a cup of milk, I'm good. But I
Yeah.
done cut down on some of them Boston creams. I can't do it no more. So, was there any pregame music? Tell me what kind of playlist you might want to listen to. Is it different before a football
Um.
game or is it different before a basketball
Nah.
game?
It's the same thing. This probably comes off shocking to like most people. I'm not really into like. I mean, I listen to like rap and stuff. But my favorite artist is Adele. So I listen to all of Adele's
Oh,
songs or games.
Adele can blow, boy.
That's what I'm saying. So it's just Adele, maybe some Bruno Smith, but or Bruno Mars. I'm tripping. Bruno Mars. I don't know why I said Bruno Smith. Um, but yeah, it's either Bruno Mars or Adele. That's all I listen to pregame.
Now, I could see Adele getting you right. I could see
Yeah,
that. I
it
could
gets you in
see
the right
that.
mindset. It gets you in the right mindset.
Hmm. So, got any shout outs you want to say to any of your boys, your teammates, your coaches?
Yeah. Shout out my mom, my whole family. Um, Shout out Coach Hall, of course. Coach Erks, football coach. All the football coaches I've
Amen.
had, Coach Lundy, Clark. Shout out the basketball coaches, Coach Kevin, Coach Harp, Coach Herndon, Bray, Kobe, all of them. Yeah, man. Shout out South River High School. Shout out Northwestern football. Just Northwestern in general.
That's right. That's right. Shout out Big Ten. I'm coming.
Yes,
Tell
sir.
them. Coming large and in charge.
Yes, sir. You already know.
Well, I got a little segment. I didn't tell you about it in pre-show. My fault, but I think you can probably get up to speed with me.
All right.
I like to do something toward the end of my show, and it's called a U-turn. And
Okay.
if you notice, a lot of my stuff is around cars because my
Bars.
name is
Yeah.
Jack Car. What a U-turn is, Jaden, is where I give the guest an opportunity to ask me a question, any question in the world, what my mama's name is, what I eat, any question,
All right.
and we'll go from there and wrap it up. So what you
All
got?
right. My question for you is if you could play into say like you're a teenager right now, right?
Yes,
In
sir.
today's game, um, would you do you think the way the games are played now would change your perspective on how you would play them? Like the way you like love the game then, do you think it would change for because the games are completely different? I feel like football, you throw the ball more,
Completely.
basketball, it's more fast paced. So how do you feel like would you be better in that type of game, or do you feel like you were better back then from your play style?
On the basketball side of things, I say now because I
Hmm.
was a three-point shooter,
Okay, yeah. See, nobody
and,
shot
and,
threes
and
back then.
yeah, 3 points. You shoot three a game, back then, and it
Hmm.
was usually if you were down most of the time. They weren't used as a tool like they are today to
Hmm.
accumulate points fast.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I would say the basketball with the shooting of three pointers. Football, I got to go back to my game.
Really.
I got to go back. I got to. I'm sorry. It's marshmallowy now, dude. It's soft. It's
Yeah.
soft. We used to be able to stretch dudes, man. Talking about, yeah, somebody come get him. Somebody come get this dude. You can't. You do that now. You kicked out. You fined. I
Oh yeah.
understand
Nah,
dirty hits,
yeah.
huh?
No, I understand. Nah, I remember watching some games. I'm just like he's got ejected for a regular hit. Like
Well,
it sucks.
it affects the outcome of the games now too, Jaden,
Hmm.
because sometimes these guys for launching or targeting in the college level, they get kicked out and then they get
Yeah,
suspended the next game.
that messes up a lot of stuff for some kids.
If for the kids and the program, you might be
Hmm.
playing Alabama tomorrow next game, and
Hmm.
you need your number one cornerback. So yeah, I'm not a fan of that, and I understand the safety concerns. I mean, the funny thing is, they should have started improving the equipment years ago.
Yeah,
They
definitely.
didn't start improving equipment till probably 10, 12 years ago, maybe 15.
Yeah, I remember seeing everyone
So,
wearing the big shoulder pads and bad
oh, we had
helmets.
neck rolls, we had
Oh
bricks,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
And
definitely.
like I say though, because of them big shoulder pads, though, our heads weren't getting, stretched around.
Yeah,
Now the
true.
little shoulder pads, some of you boys look like you ain't got no shoulder pads on at all.
I used my youth shoulder pads, my youth ball.
Is
So my seventh grade shoulder pads, I used them throughout my whole high school career because
that
it gave
right?
me so much wiggle room. Yeah, it gave me so
Oh,
much
I
wiggle room.
bet. Well, you need to be loose, especially as a receiver in the
Yeah,
corner.
Mm-hmm.
Linemen, you just want to have this freedom,
Oh yeah,
You don't have
definitely.
to go up here. But
Not at all.
playing tight end, I had the big shoulder pads with the neck roll on, Yeah. And I
It's
had a
funny.
bike helmet back then.
Really,
That was they would. I had the first gel helmet that came out by bike, and that was
really.
supposed to be, so much improved. It still scramble your eggs, man. You didn't do that much. But I tell you what, Jaden, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you this afternoon, evening, night, whatever we want to call it. I can't wait to follow your career. I definitely, I hope I can reach out to you maybe before or after your season starts at Northwestern. Would you mind?
For sure. No,
Oh,
not at
wow.
all.
That would be great. You never know. You might get me on a field trip up there senior year. You might see the gentleman Jack.
Hey, we'll have to see. Might see.
All right, my man. Thank you so much. I got to pay a few more bills, so I got to run my mouth a bit, and we'll be out of here.
All right, sounds good.
Just got to mention, as always, the Jacob Sloan Foundation. Jacob Sloan Foundation is doing amazing things for kids and families all over the state of Maryland. Uh, like I say, come back to school. They're always there with back to school backpacks for the kids. They pay school lunches for a lot of kids in my community anyway. So if you go to jacobsloanfoundation.com and make a donation, nothing's too small, nothing's too big, man. Like my man said, baby, baby, let's do it. So, and then also I got Chesapeake Landscape Materials are taking care of me, and I'm taking care of my backyard with materials from Chesapeake Landscape Materials. They're over at 8217 Baltimore Annapolis Boulevard in Pasadena, Maryland. You can reach out and contact them at 410-437-7718. They deliver bulk mulch. They have it in the bag, or you can just get it truckloaded to you. So I know it's that time of the year, and all you cats got some honey-do lists. So give my boys over at Chesapeake Landscape Supplies a call. Uh, Next on Wednesday, I got another young man on. We're gonna have Jake Coverman from St. Mary's. And where did he go to college, Jaden?
College, he went to. I'm pretty sure he first went to High Point, if I'm correct.
High Point. That's correct. He's
Yep.
over at High Point, and he's
He's at St.
finishing that
Mary's now.
up and looking forward to maybe some going overseas to play some ball. So I look forward to the great story we got with Jake. There's more behind the feathers there, and we're going to talk to him tomorrow about all that. So for my guy, Jaden McDuffie, I'm the man, the gentleman Jack. We'll be talking to y'all Wednesday. As my dad always used to say, let me turn you loose.
Roll out.